with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. Oh, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Come on, somebody, trust him. Trust him. Trust him, so shall thou find faith and good understanding. Trust. And he shall direct thy path. Trust him. One more time. And he shall direct thy path. Come on, tell God thank you. Thank you, Lord. You may be seated right quickly. I'm not going to take long. Giving honor to God, who's ahead of my life, to our bishop, to our elders, and to our pastors, and to everyone that is here today. Our beautiful wife. Amen. This year will be married 16 years. And we thank God for my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. Please stand. Came all the way from Texas to celebrate with us on today. And that four-wheeler that you saw in TJ with the fishing pole rod, that was when we was in Texas. And I didn't know TJ loved fishing until we went to Texas. And I thank God for them. They're sweet. And we just thank God for them. Give God a hand for my father and my mother. Amen. Amen. Mom, Dad, would you like to say something?
Wednesday, and they were there to greet us. It's just a blessing to be with God-filled and to know that I call him my son. Whatever he wants, he always says, Mom, I want. And it's always there. I'm not overlooking his real mother, but I just love him. And I appreciate him for taking care of our daughter and our beautiful grandchildren. Amen. The Lord is blessing the church, and it's a blessing for you to have someone like this to be over you. To inspire you. Listen to him. The Lord is speaking to him, and he will speak to you. Thank you.
I'm not a talker. I just follow along. When Patrice left home, he came to Oklahoma, and she met Leon there in Oklahoma. She brought him to Texas. I sat down and I had a talk with Leon. He said, "You're a straight father guy, aren't you?" I said, "You're going to marry my daughter." He's been in the family now for 16 years, and we love him dearly. My daughter came up here on faith. She didn't know anyone but Leon. And Leon's family took him in, and it's been a blessing. Thank you all for having us today.
Amen. Thank God for them, and they have never got involved with my marriage. They always stayed out of our marriage. And I thank God for them, and they always giving us advice and instructions, and I respect them. And they treat me with love when I go to Texas. And I just want them to know that we appreciate you taking up the time to come here in Jersey to just celebrate on this day and to be with us. Thank everyone that came out on today. I could say a whole bunch, but I'm not going to. I just want you to know that I appreciate you coming. I am appreciative of God's Spirit in my life. And every day that I get up, I thank God because I've never experienced losing my speech. And the effect that it had on my body when I woke up. But I always known people that had strokes and how it left them. And when it happened to me, I said I'm having a stroke. And all I have to think about is what had happened to other people. And the thought of going to the hospital, not knowing how long the process, rehab. And when I got there, he just said, you got a blood clot in your brain. And okay, resolve that. And he said, no, you're going to be here for a few days. Okay, I'll spend the night and then I'll go home tomorrow. He said, no, you're going to be here for a few days. And as soon as I got there, within 45 minutes, they let me know my condition, and then they sent me to ICU. And I said, I think this is pretty serious. And when I got to ICU, the chaplain met me at the door, couldn't get inside the door. I says, am I going to die? Amen. But I thank God I met a chaplain in the hospital. She put her hands behind my neck. And she says, God had given me a special gift. She prayed when I was in the hospital. God blessed me to leave. I went back for a checkup. And I met the same lady that prayed for me. And she asked me, can you pray for me? She said, I have an illness. And I need you to pray for me. And I prayed for her standing in the hallway. And if it took the blood clot, the stroke, to meet her, to pray for her, it was worth the test. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, those who are called according to His purpose. I'm going to leave it alone, but I thank everyone for coming. There's a lot I can say. I love every last one of you that have traveled far and near. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you. And in all thy ways, acknowledge God. And He will direct your path. What happened to me can happen to anyone. And I'm going to say this, and this is going to be it. All that chicken and greasy food y'all eating, you ought to go to ShopRite and get you some apples to clean it all out of you. And ever since my experience, my teaching and preaching talks about health. And if you're going to work for God, then you need to take care of your temple so you can work for God. Amen. I love you on today. Every last one of you, I could call your names, but I'm not going to. I want you to know that I love you, appreciate you. Thank God for my wife. She was there in the hospital with me. Amen. She stayed on top of everything, and I'm just appreciative of that. Thank God they let me go back to the hospital. They did 3 MRIs on my head and my back, and all they see in my head is just scar tissue. Amen. Amen. The cell had died, but when they saw my head, everything else is circulating. And I'm off of my medications. And to God be the glory. 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 He is a miracle worker.
Amen. Thank God for all that's been said and done. I just thank God for just the vision that the Pastor's Aid Department had, and our sister Ebony spearheading everything, and for all of you taking the time out of your schedules to come and be with us on today. And when they told us that they were going to have a banquet, that's all that we knew, was that they were going to have a banquet. So everything else was kept, as I would say, confidential. But I thank God for just the behind the scenes work and all that was put in, and for you all traveling far and near from North Carolina, from my co-workers. I just love everybody, and I thank you for all that was said and done, for the video, for the presentations, for the food, for just everything, and just how the Lord is blessed. I thank God for my parents being here and just taking the time out to come, and those that wanted to come and couldn't come. And I just thank God. I thank God for my husband and how the Lord has blessed us over the years. And you all know our testimony, but I thank God for just how He's blessed us, how He's kept us, for our children, how the Lord is yet blessing our two little miracles. And I thank God for them. And I just thank God for so much. It's just been a beautiful affair all day. I thank God for just the fellowship, seeing those that I hadn't seen in a long time. And again, there's so much more I could say. And I thank God for my husband and how the Lord spared him. And as he said, and our deacon said, you give flowers while they're alive, because it could have went another way. And I thank God that we're celebrating. And we're celebrating the living, and we're not celebrating the dead. And I thank God for just what Deacon said. It takes a lot of prayer. You have to pray. To be in the ministry, it takes prayer. It takes a lot of prayer. And I thank God for our First Lady Chapman and our Pastor Chapman and the experience that they recently had. And I just thank God for you and that you're here with us on today. And I just thank God for the devil. He's angry, but I thank God for prayer and knowing prayer. You have to pray before the situation happens, and knowing that your timbers have already went up. And when we were in the hospital, I just thank God for the outpouring of the love of the saints, the family, and everyone. And I count myself blessed. Not worthy, but I count myself blessed. And I just thank God for everything, again, for everything that's been said and done. If I not mention you by name, it's just charged to my head, as the comedian said, not to my heart. So I love each and every one of you. And those that help me, y'all know I'm not a girly girl, so I thank those that help me kind of put myself together. And I'll be looking for your help in April. And I thank you, Pastor Bullock as well, Bishop Bullock, First Lady Bullock, Pastor Thompson and Lady Thompson. I just thank God for everybody on today. I love you all. And at this time, I'm going to give it back to Pastor Bullock.